guess it is a sentence. However, the importance of this degree goes much further than such linguistic phenomena. In order to get here, we've had the best of times, and we've had the worst of times. We've had Harry Potter, and we've had Jacques Derrida. But in that wake of study, what dreams have come have shuffled off this mortal coil and give us pause. We've learned that no man is an island, that it's when we engage with others, other people, other texts, and other worlds that we learn the most. By opening up ourselves throughout our college experience, we've ensured that we are not the hollow men. In our hours of frantically writing papers, we've discovered what writing process works best for us, even if that means scrambling the night before. Even though we finish writing for this campus, we should approach the world as we approach our own writing process. Although we know that so much depends upon a red wheelbarrow, so much more depends on our ability to try a new process when the first one doesn't work. As we dare disturb the universe, we must recognize that there's so much between what we want and what we can reach, where we can and where we will go. But it's in that space that we learn the value of our achievements. Just as love loves to love love, we've learned to learn about learning. And the biggest thing that I've learned is that the learning never stops. Throughout my life, I've been troubled by the notion of barriers and borders. Although I sometimes wish everything was beautiful and that nothing hurt, it's important to know that the world is not that simple, unless maybe you're in love with Big Brother. I believe that no fences make good neighbors, that each time we close our minds, we leave only room for negativity. Learning, as a process, requires the need to be open to the ideas presented to you. I think that's why the students and faculty on this campus have always made me feel like I'm at home. Instead of our neighbors with fences, in expanding our minds together, we've made Cal State Fullerton our home. That's why, for me, I'd rather learn from one bird how to sing than teach 10,000 stars how not to dance. As I continue to grow in age and experience, it takes me longer to read, not because it's harder, but because I can see more connections. Of course, this makes being a student very difficult. However, we continue to make these connections throughout our life. If we do, we will continue to grow. We don't need to look back at Cal State Fullerton as the home we had. Instead, we can look at it as a part of the home within the world that we are continuing to create. So, fellow students, look around at the people sitting with you. You can hug them again if you want. I'd be happy with that. Together through this experience, we've created good friends. We've read good books. Maybe not all of them, but and we have sometimes had sleepy consciences. For some of you, school may not be the ideal life, and for some of you, it may be, but no matter what, the time we've had together will not pass into nothingness. I think that many of you know by now that a book never ends. We can always return to a book and see it in a new light, because each time we encounter or remember a text, we encounter it with the new experiences that we've had since we last approached it. After we're done here, we can always turn back to the text of our own college experience, but each time we do, we can consider it in a new light in order to bring new knowledge or insight to the present time. Although college may have taught us about the difference between a signifier and the signified, more importantly, college has shown us that life works in a multiplicity of moments where we can choose to tune out the world or we can engage with the world. May you turn yourselves outward to the world and forever encounter the beauty in its differences. So we beat on, continuing our learning, borne forward ceaselessly into the experiences that we choose for ourselves.